the people.
My name's Brian Robinson. I graduated from the Electronic Media Division at the University of Cincinnati in June of 2002. I am currently working as a film producer in Hollywood, California, trying to live out my dream.
My name's Elliot Greenberg, graduated from the Electronic Media Division, College Conservatory of Music, University of Cincinnati in 2001. I'm currently an editorial PA for a major motion picture from Miramax Films entitled Cursed.
My name is Marcy Fisk. I graduated from the Electronic Media Division in 2001. I'm currently working as the assistant to producer Kelly Edwards with the Axelrod Edwards Company at Paramount Pictures.
My name is Luke Yasinski, and I graduated from the Electronic Media Division in 2001, and I'm a vault technician.
My name is David Herr. I graduated from the Electronic Media Division in the year 2000. Currently, I'm working on a pilot shooting at Paramount Pictures as a writer's assistant.
My name is Ray Lickenhaus. I graduated in 1998 from the Electronic Media Division at CCM, University of Cincinnati. I do all the graphics and lower thirds and After Effects and Photoshop for the Outdoor Channel.
My name's Shane Daly. I'm graduated in 1994 from the University of Cincinnati's Electronic Media program. I'm currently an account executive with CBS, Viacom, and Infinity Broadcasting in Los Angeles for KLSX, the Howard Stern station of the West Coast.
I'm Christopher Prince. I graduated from Electronic Media in 1992. I'm a managing partner of Miracle Mile Sports here in Los Angeles, and I also do voiceover for the commercial industry.
My name is Pat Thomason. I'm a 93 graduate from the College Conservatory of Music, the Electronic Media Division. I am currently the local sales manager at KLSX 97.1, the entertainment talk station in Los Angeles.
I'm Ron High, graduated from the University of Cincinnati Electronic Media Department in 1972 with a BFA, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Radio and Television Education. And I'm currently the Director of Photography on Seventh Heaven, the highest rated Warner Brothers television show.
Hi, my name is Tom Brule. I'm Senior Vice President here at Paramount Pictures, and I graduated from CCM Radio and Television, now the Electronic Media Division, in 1968.
The journey.
My first job was on a television show called A Family Affair. It was a WB show, which I got through a friend that was also from the Electronic Media Division, a guy named Luke Jakunski. Then I continued on to working on a movie called Hollywood Homicide, directed by Ron Shelton, starring Harrison Ford and Josh Hartnett.
A fellow E-Media alumni who had won the Paramount Ziv Award had actually lived out here about a year before I came out, and I had stayed in contact with him. And he worked on a pilot at Paramount called Do-Over, which was a sitcom for the WB. And after the pilot, he had moved on to something else, but when the show got picked up, I had moved out here, and through his connections, he got me a job on the pilot, just as a production assistant.
Basically, what got me to move to Los Angeles was the Ziv Award, I won the Paramount Ziv Award in 2001. I basically used that as a springboard to help me move out here.
I won a Video Production Award my senior year. That gave me my internship at the Guiding Light in New York.
I spent a summer working at Paramount Pictures for the Paramount Pictures Internship Award. And here I got the chance to meet a number of people that helped me once I moved out here to find a job. And while I was here for the internship though, I got the chance to work with the cast and crew of Becker, as well as the cast and crew of Entertainment Tonight.
Starting to network right away was kind of a difficult process, but it took the necessary jobs in order to sustain a living. And then basically I got my first job through somebody that graduated from the Electronic Media Division also.
After college, I went to work for an advertising agency, and then I went to work for a entertainment product placement company.
I was a Procter & Gamble award recipient, worked in New York on As the World Turns for the summer of 1992. I moved on to New Orleans where I got a master's in film, and I came out to Los Angeles about 8 or 9 years ago.
I got an offer from a newspaper, the Rocky Mountain News, which is the largest newspaper in the Denver region, or in the Rocky Mountain region, to be in sales, and that's where I started my sales career. After doing, both or sales jobs in newspaper as well as television, as well as being a media buyer, I settled into radio out in Los Angeles. Had worked with a couple of stations and then became the manager here at KLSX.
Primarily worked in production management for film and TV for a number of years, and a few years ago I got an opportunity to kind of get out of that and to move over into sports, where I've worked in sports PR for about the last 3 years.
I went through that connection, got onto a television show that aired for the WB, and it was called Family Affair.
Also worked briefly as an assistant editor for a feature film called Sparkle and Charm.
And at the end of that, I got lucky enough to get a production assistant position on a television show for Fox called Andy Richter Controls the Universe.
And I worked as a post-production assistant on that show, which basically entailed me running errands, making sure that the video, after it has been shot at the end of the day, gets to the post-production house and is ready for the next day so that the producers can view the dailies and send them out and get the show ready to shoot for the next day.
Went on from that job to work on a television show called Regular Joe, which is now on ABC.
Everyone that I met working through Paramount helped me to find leads on other jobs that I could possibly get to work here in LA.
I would like to think that I'm going to be moving in the film scoring side of production.
I wrote a feature screenplay with my director, a young guy named Jordan Albertson, and we wrote the screenplay and got it into some of the right hands, and I am now currently producing the screenplay with a budget of $1 million to be shot in Washington State, mid-July, July 14th being day one, a 35-day shoot taking us through August 29th.
Came out to California after graduating from University of Cincinnati to go to film school at USC, where I received a Master of Fine Arts in film from USC, University of Southern California, and basically started working in whatever job I could get, whether it was for free or to do anything.
I also was an actor and a technical director in a dinner theater in Williamsburg, and I did 2 shifts, 6 hours a day on weekends at a local radio station. In 1968, for graduate school at UCLA, worked at NBC locally during school and was drafted by Lyndon Johnson.
I eventually became, after 25 years in the business, I became a director of photography. Started out, my first paying job with the union was as a second assistant cameraman, which lasted about a year. Then I moved up to first assistant cameraman, which is a focus puller, maintain the camera. And then I was an operator for 12 years. And just this past year moved up to director of photography on 7th Heaven.
The short stop in Chicago for 2 years, production manager in a commercial company. And then worked at KTLA as a unit manager on many videotape shows that we shot there. From there I went to Warner Brothers, where we shot many shows on the main lot, a lot of commercials, extensive facility over there, and still is. I also served a period of time as Executive Vice President for Consolidated Film Industries, a motion picture and video post-production company.
I worked on a lot of TV shows, a lot of features. Some TV shows that I did were Knots Landing, 5 years on LA Law, a couple years on Quantum Leap, 7th Heaven for 7 years.
If you go to the internet, you can find my credits with the original Donnie and Marie show and Mary Hartman, kind of an old cult classic.